Vocal! This one! Vocal! Get him! Vocal! This one! It's over! Get him! Vocal! Attack! Vocal! This one! Get him! This one! Vocal! This one! I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and being such good friends. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere. No matter...
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs.
They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both!
It's not over yet, Uncle. I'm just getting warmed up. Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon. It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive? Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so to tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already, and those left behind have been encouraged to...
Thank you. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear.
And my name is not Greybeard.
No, thank...
Of all the... Ugh!
Here, wear this. Any friend of mine who sees you...
Thank you.
And please, feel free to send one of my... Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back...
Omia Lostelan. Tuisa Achilles.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then.
Thank you.
Not at all.
Come on, Uncle.
I've never even forged a butter knife. Perhaps...
I wouldn't put it...
Oh, sorry. I'm Saver, Master Luke, soon to be former apprentice, if I don't. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's kit. He wants me to make a carving knife. I don't suppose...
I'm afraid not.
Never mind.
I could give you... I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been.
I'd be a...
So,
Good question. And then there's this little riddled...
the way I see it, there's only one way. We need information.
You're right. Now, there's plenty of folk in Dalamil. There's the butcher. They're bound to have an opinion or two about... All right. I'll talk to every cook.
All right.
Let's hope there's some...
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.
The finest fabrics!
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Here, have a taste.
Plates and pots! Bowls and basins!
Everything I've worked for. All those years of toil.
Are you all right?
The baths are closed. On second thought, perhaps you are...
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business. The baths. I've no doubt that my woes... But I can't go and invest. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than...
All right.
Wonderful. Leave them. These baths are all that... my livelihood...
Ha! They've opened the gate!
Lubor was true to his word.
We should get going soon.
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Walud are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. My man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter, why?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife?
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. If your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
Finally, we'll be able to get what's owed us.
You can't even feel my... Sweet incense! Wax candle! Silver platters! Kneaded to a silken softness.
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense. So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Yes. My carpets have pride of place in...
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or...?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp.
All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy, and they do his shop.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything, but that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them. No. We must be missing something.
No doubt you're right. I have to make a start soon.
Agreed.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentice is no better than to help me with my test. A merchant, a favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
Ready, go? Thanks, Gal. Any luck?
Well, I asked her, but...
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Luke, they're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's been...
Unique to her. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine...
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron, but he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
The limestone? Fine. Besides, I want...
You'll have no trouble finding limestone.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the...
Right you are. So, do you crush it up, or just throw it in the furnace?
This is no good. I was hoping to get out. The heat for it.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
The finest fabric!
Take a sniff, good sir. Kneaded to a silken softness, like eating a cloud with a crust.
Weights and pots!
Sweet incense!
We should get going soon.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Seven needs.
Finally, we'll be able to get what's owed us.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your...
Just look at the teeth! Made from the stoutest stoneware!
Light meat and dark. Fresh with milk.
Wasn't sure how much but I hope this is...
You are one of the good ones. You and that merchant both. She's got quite... Now, time to see if... That'll do, I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalamil.
It's a fine-looking blade.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think... What do I... It's sharp-ish. And it's heavy. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a... It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction,
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but... Next question. How much do you think I would charge?
Well, if it took you even a fraction, I would say...
And who would be able to... The butcher? The hunter? Dalamil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any...
Yes, Forge Master.
This is... I'd say you're worth keeping around. Starting tomorrow,
I will. What would you do?
I'd do what I always do. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
There goes a master.
It looks like congratulations.
I couldn't have done it without so much for the forge. The spirit of Dalamil had meaning.
You've passed your test.
And when I do, I'll craft you the...
It would make a fine...
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Here, have a taste.
We should get going soon.
Come on, girl, the gate's open now, we can press on.
What the hell are those things?
Something awful's taken up residence in the springs. You'll turn back if you know what's good for you.
By the flames. That explains the heat. frying pan. Wake and win! Nice try. Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
I saw with my own two eyes what you did to those devils down there, and I still hardly believe it.
Broken down, you say? From the weight of its load?
Aye. The guards are furious about it. You do well to steer clear.
Well...
This is no good. I was hoping to get out of the heat first.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
The finest fabric.
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Here, have a taste.
Made from the stoutest...
There he is. The man who said... I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about. But I've burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
Sweet incense! What?